What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about FLO for Mr. Mohammed El Mensi. Yet again with the request for FLO. Things are looking good, man. Things are definitely looking good. Continuation is real. Have you broken out? Have you broken out? Is this a breakout? It looks like a breakout. Yeah, I guess you have. You've got the back test and everything, man. I know I was skeptical of this being a breakout. Technically, you do still have a lower high, right? So just because you're breaking out now does not necessarily mean you have to ascend to the heavens. But I really do like the structure you got going on. I really do. The fact that you literally, with immense volume, went to this line, hugged it, back tested it. You broke it, back tested it for support, held the purple line as well, and had a positive reaction out of it. No, there's not more volume here than there was here, but compared to what you saw right here, like it is technically increasing, right? It's more visible on the 4-hour. You can see here, right? Here's your zone, and then your volume like kind of died off right here. Come on, right here. And then you started building. You're definitely building. You can see it in the histogram. It's building as you're breaking out. So, anyways, what you've got is this. I know I've talked about this before, but you've got this Adam and Eve bottoming pattern. Very classic maneuver to find a low in. And if you were to see this pattern come into full effect, the measure move would technically be here to this high, and then it comes in once you break that high. That could send you to a price of about, roughly, give or take a few cents, $1.64. You're sitting at 61 cents now, so you could move up a whole dollar from here, which would be more than a 2x, maybe just below a 3x. What would that be? Yeah, just below a 3x. Right, 168% in growth from the current price. So that's on the horizons potentially if you break above this high. Again, right, you're still forming this pattern overall. You could absolutely come down, form a higher low, right? Continue, like you could just continue to like kind of move up like that. Who knows? You don't have to go there now, is what I'm trying to say. But looking at this thing right now, looking at the daily, overbought, nice to see, strong readings, very constructive daily RSI, man. Yeah, this looks really nice, man. Watch for this to break. You might see a more major correction, not major, but like more significant than what you've seen like thus far on this move up. Once this breaks, but you could come back down. You could come back down and then form, like you don't, just because you come down here and you're forming lower highs here doesn't mean that you're forming lower highs in the price. In fact, I would expect you do form lower highs over a period of time while forming higher highs. You get that bearish divergence. Maybe by the time you see this price up here where you're looking to break, you get a more significant correction and it's just ultimately a higher low. And then from there, you'll get ready to come up and break through, see this breakout measure move that'll take you up to about $1.64, right? That's the expectation. Let's see if we can make sense out of this with the fibs from top to bottom here. $1.27 right at the 1618, $1.54 at the 1886, $1.64 isn't really anywhere. So it's the measure move to reach $1.64, but you don't have to. You could fall short of it. You could exceed that. You could really exceed that. And the fact that you've been in this downtrend for so long, if you saw this move break out and you went up, I would kind of lean toward the idea that you would exceed that, personally. But there is other things going on as well. We take this closing week here on a low basis. We have a closing high here as well. Support, resistance, right there, right around your 1618 to 1786. So you will see immense resistance turbulence before that $1.64 area. So giving reason to why you might not hit that target. Maybe you see some kind of corrective move from there, but then overall just continue up. I would actually expect that. So, tomato, whatever. Ultimately, I do think this thing has the potential to go above $2. Does it have the potential to see new all-time highs? That would be the real question, huh? It's just been going down its whole existence, man. And I'm pretty sure the reason for that is coins have been diluted, have been polluting the circulating supply. Yeah, I think you have broken out, man. This looks very, I don't know. That's why I hate diagonal lines. Like this line tells me what? I don't know. We broke out of it here, but then got back in. I don't know. maybe this one. However you want to skin it, it looks like it's broken out of it for sure. I mean, even to the naked eye, it just looks like it's broken out of it. But let's see. This thing, if I remember correctly, it has been polluting its circulating environment with a lot of new coins. Yeah, total supply, max supply here. If we look at the market cap and we go to the max chart, we do logarithmic. This is what the max logarithmic chart looks like, right? And that's back in January of 2021. This chart came back in January 2021. If we look at it for what it is, this chart is insanely more bearish than this chart is, right? Like you can see it. And yes, we have a similar formation. You have this Adam and Eve here. But to reach this same market cap right here, this is at the high in the 16th of October, right? That was March. See, that was in your market cap in October. The 16th of October was your high in market cap, and that was right here. In price, you were already in your bear market, right? The market cap itself was not done. This thing overall as an ecosystem was continuing to grow after the price speculation was diminishing. But that's because you saw such an immense, I keep using the word pollution, dilution, I don't know, injection of new coins into the market that the price can drop, but the market cap raised. You can even see here that overall this low, like in comparison, this low that you experienced on June 21st, 2021, which was right here, right? This low right here, that you are so far away from right now, you're actually above that in market cap valuation, which means to see these same prices, the exact same prices, right, you're going to have to break out to new highs in your overall market cap. You will be breaking out to new highs in your market cap if you were to see that same price. And if new coins are being diluted into the supply, that just makes it even harder to reach there. So again, the reason I'm talking about this coming full circle is I do think it goes higher. I do think that this area here, I've got all these lines drawn, that the 61869 area is going to provide substantial resistance. And I don't believe that FLO is going to see new all-time highs. It might. It's possible. It's got a $632 million market cap right now. What would that do if it saw new all-time highs? 66x, almost a 67x. Let me just do the math real quick. Not in my head. I'm going to do it here. So 67, let's call it 66. We'll be conservative. 66 times 632 would equal a 41 billion. I know it says 41,000, but 66 times 632 million. The thousand would be billions, right? So that's 41,712,000,000. That would be an immense growth for this thing, man. Just to see its previous all-time highs, to see a $41 billion market cap on a coin that's been around for not even multiple cycles. Like, it's really only been around for a bear market. I don't know if it's going to happen, man. Maybe it sees its all-time high. Maybe it does go up here and it finds a double top. I very much doubt that you're going to see this 1272 extension. Normally, that's the area I would expect you would go to. I very much don't expect that you see this. So, this is why I have a little bit of beef with this coin, man. I think it looks bullish relatively, like with the RSI and how things are going right now, yes. But the overall tokenomics and the flow of this ecosystem, using that pun against you, man, it doesn't have me too excited or encouraged for prices above here. And if you do get prices up in this area, I would be shocked. I'd be very shocked if you went higher than that, honestly. If you broke out to new all-time highs this cycle, I'd be absolutely shocked. So regardless of all that negative bullish stuff or bearish stuff, I do think the price looks bullish right now. I do think that you do continue to go higher. Where I would expect you go in the more immediate term would be somewhere around here, 78 to 79 cents, right? Somewhere around there. You probably don't break it on your first pass. You see some kind of a pullback, nothing too dramatic. You form a higher low, and then you see your breakout, and that'll probably take you up to about $1.30 to $1.64. that's all I got for you. So if you like the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. And take care, man. Take care. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings with this. I know there's people who are very passionate about their crypto projects. You can still see immense gains with this thing, man. Even if it doesn't see new all-time highs. If it goes back up to that area that I was talking about, you know, maybe you go to these lows. You could still see a 9x. Maybe you go to these lows. That's a 14, almost a 15x. Maybe you do go all the way back to the previous all-time highs, which from here would still be a that's a 74x from the current price, right? Or I guess not from the current price. Current price, that'd be a 70x. So, you know, there is potential for this thing. I just, you know, with the way it's set up, I'm not too excited about it. But I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. Stuff like this, it's been laid out like this. Maybe it initially pumped a lot of coins into the market, but it's ceased that. It has a different dynamic now, and that'll give it fuel to the fire to go on to new highs. You know, all that stuff is possible. Things can change very quickly. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You know, yada, yada, yada. Take care. Bye-bye.